ॐ गजाननं भूतगणाधिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे. Namaste to all of you who are here. Today is the auspicious Saturday plus Sankadahara Chaturthi. Some connection that we are happy to start this class, which is going to be extolling the God who is still, we can go and have darshan in the temple of Guruvayur. A young Krishna, very small Krishna. The Murti is not so big at all. He is very small, but he has done so many miracles in everybody's life, and even today it has happened. There are witnesses who are seeing the people who have done the Parayanam of this great book get rid of their vyadhi or the disease, and they lived for a number of years, maybe 20 years, 22 years, and then only they passed away in peacefulness. So that God has that much of what we call the anugraham. There is compassion and anugraham, ready to give to the devotee, but the devotee also should make an effort to go to his feet. Then he will certainly help us. So we are all done probably a small percentage of punyam in some birds. That's why we are all getting connected to extol that greatness of that little Krishna who is there. In Malayalam they always call Unni Krishna. Unni Krishna is a kutti, like a small chota wala, like the Krishna, who is installed by Guru, that is Brihaspati and Vayu Bhagavan at the time of deluge. And this Murti is none other than the power, the Atma Shakti, which was created or made into a statue by Krishna Bhagavan himself. Okay, he himself worshipped it, and he gave it to his good friend Uddhava. And then after that, when the deluge kind of a thing happened, when the Dwaraka was about to be submerged, this alone floated, and Guru and Brihaspati had the Ashariri, that is aerial voice, and they were given the task of taking this, and some guidance was given that where to install this Murti. And this Murti was to be installed in the Parashurama Kshetram, which is the Kerala Pradesham right now, where Parashurama, another avatar of Krishna, used to live there. So that was the chosen place for this Murti to be installed. So that is how the Guru and Vayu together, it became a Guru Vayu. Guru Vata Purisha, that is the great temple. Guru Vata Purisha. Guru Vata Puri, that is the Guru Vayur is called in Sanskritam. And in my experience, I am about 60 plus years. In my experience, I have seen a great Pauranika. Pauranika means who extols or they talks about our great scriptures like Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, and that was Srengalipuram Anatharama Dikshitar, whom some of you might have heard, some of you might have just seen or heard through your friends. Or he is the one who made everybody know, that is in the Tamil Nadu Pradesham, he is the one who was like ambassador to propagate this Guruvayurappan Mahima. And when I was young, I had the opportunity to listen to him. And he also was afflicted by a disease like a kind of Vatarogam, like what Bhattatri had. So, and when he composed his own 7 slokas, which is called the Guru Vata Purisha Panchaslokam, Panchakakyam, and then it will be followed by 16 Narayanas. Probably will be reciting 1 sloka at least every day in every class till we all learn those 7 slokas by heart. So like that, his disease was also completely arrested. What karma he had to go through, but after he started worshipping Guruvayur Bhagavan, I don't know, today it's not working. Helped. And Anantaram Dikshidhar was a living example who I have seen. And of course, at the end of his life, he took Apatsanyasam. And then he connected, he went to, of course, his Aradhana is even now it is celebrated. So in that way, it was very well done. For him. And then to come to the story of Bhattatri himself, he was the 16th century poet. I can say he was there during the 16th century, and he was born in Kerala Pradesham, and where it is Melputtur is a grama. The Melputtur is the village where he was born, and then it is the the Bharatapuzha. There is a place called Bharatapuzha. It's a river. On the northern bank of the river, northern side of the river, there is a place called Tirunava. That's a famous kshetram. And from there, 3 miles from there is Melputtur. And then, of course, he was born to a great Nambudri by name Matrudattan. And then, and he himself was a great scholar. And then he started learning the Vedam, Vyakaranam and all the religious text and also the scriptures from through his father and the other gurus. And finally, he came under the tutelage of the great Vidwan named Tirukandiyur Achyuta Pisharadi. Achyuta Pisharadi, who happens to be our distant relative, like uncle's relationship. So under him he came. At that time, that what happened was, due to the guru's karma, he started developing rheumatoid arthritis. So, in the medical field, those who are there, they will be able to know. And nowadays, we hear with many people. So, it's like a painful joint pain where a person cannot do anything. So, Bhattatri was observing his guru going through this pain, and he went to he prayed to the God saying that you have to transform that pain to me, because he is older than me and he is my guru. I cannot see my guru suffering, going through right in front of my eyes. He cannot sit, he cannot stand, and he tells your name all the time. So please give transfer my his vyadi to me, so that I will be able to bear it, because I am much younger to him. So I will be able to take the pain of that vyadi and so relieve that guru. It happened in Kali Yuga, 16th century, that's 450 years back. The vyadi was transferred from the guru to the Sishya, that is Narayana Bhattatri. So when it came to him, he realized even he cannot take it. Then he imagined how his guru would have suffered that much. But he decided, I am going to come at the feet of you, because when I prayed, you transferred the disease to me. So I am going to pray to you for any relief from you. So he made up his mind. He went to a Guruvayur temple. He sat in one place. Even now the place is seen or shown to the people with a desk kind of a thing, where Bhattatri used to sit, and then he could see the Bhagavan's Sannidhi very clearly. So he sat there, and 100 days non-stop he sat there, and every day he used to compose 10 shlokas. That's why each thing is called Dashaka. Please mute your phone so it will be easy for everyone to listen carefully. Okay. So he could see the little Krishna, that Unni Krishnan, and then he will compose 10 slokas per day. So 100 days he was there, sitting there and composing. Of course, he had the darshan of Bhagavan, and more than that is, whenever he had a doubt, like Krishna, you were very small and that Kaliya was so big, you sat on his, or you danced on his hood. How can that happen? Bhagavan will show the entire video what happened in Vrindavan long time back. So he could just see and then write the words. Words mean writing, it's not writing, it just came out of his mouth. So to that extent he was blessed. And of course, after writing the 1,000 slokas, he was relieved of the pain and the disease, and he lived after that for some years, and then only he attained the samadhi or whatever. So in that way, these are all the pratyaksha devata, those who that is shown, that is being there in Guruvayur. And there are my good friends who have already given examples how a person who does the parayanam of this Narayaniyam, what is called bhajanam in the temple of Guruvayur temple precincts or at home. And in Kerala, every Hindu does the parayanam at least one dashakam every day. That is their way of showing their bhakti to that little Lord who is the presiding deity of Guruvayur. So, and the way they dress up, the way they give do the alankaram, and it's a morning from 3:30 to 2:30 a.m. to 3:30 or 4:30 a.m. Nirmalya Darshanam. That means he will be given only a small lion cloth to cover his private part, and all the other body will be completely left free, and they would have given him a banana in the hand for the Lord to take the oil bath, okay, so that the child need not cry. So the banana will be given in his hand, and he will be given the oil bath, and that is the famous Nirmalya Darshanam. Morning, those who are able to go in the future, please go, and that's a great darshanam to have. And then the beauty of that little child is nobody can describe, indescribable Lord. Okay, you might see the other pictures which are coming in the social media, but to have the personal experience right in the temple of Guruvayur, that is something different. Fortunately, those who when we had the previous session for 2 years, after finishing, couple of families went to Guruvayur and had a wonderful darshan. And our dear friend Pushpa, who is also on the call, she is from Kerala, and she is the one who recommended them where to stay and all. So everybody had a wonderful darshan, and they were all really attached to this little Krishna somehow. Okay, so we will have to do the same thing. And Bhattatri really feels the people who are living there, surrounding the temple and always doing the bhajanam or thinking of Lord, they are all very, very, very fortunate. That's the opening sloka for the thing. For the Narayaniyam, and every day he composed 10 slokas. In some places it will be 11 or 12 or 13 depending on the what we call the Vak Prabhavam, what he gets that day. And some places sometimes he could not even stop the words, so it will proceed more than 10 slokas. So that's how Bhattatri composed. And as I told you, Shenkaripuram Anantarama Dikshit was the living person who was really blessed by Guruvayur Krishna, and his Vyadi, his health problem was completely stopped, arrested, and then he lived after that, and he took Abhat Sannyasam. So that was the story of Anantarama Dikshidhar. And of course, Narayana Bhattatri himself went through this ordeal of taking the Vyadi from his own guru, and then he composed this thing. It's a powerful sloka. Those who learn and chant at home will be able to get rid of course, you get all kinds of good vibes all the time. That much I can assure you. And rest of it is in your bhakti. And then actually, it's easy to go through the bhakti marga. Bhaktya Bhagavatam Nyayam. That's how. The original Srimad Bhagavatam has 40,000 slokas. Okay. So Bhattatri has given us the quintessence in 1,000 slokas. The quintessence of Bhagavatam is Narayaniyam. Okay, the 40,000 slokas are compressed into 1,000 slokas. And Bhaktya Bhagavatam Nyayam. If you have the total bhakti and surrender, then you can understand the Lord very easily. That's how this thing. And that any person, any layman, common man can operate with bhakti. Okay. So that is the easiest path, because Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, they have to understand what to do, and that and all is really laborious for many people. So Bhakti Yoga is the best way to understand Bhagavan's Kalyana Gunas and all those things. So Sadhya Siddhikari, that's what we say. Sadhya Siddhikari. Sadhyaha, immediately any success to be gained by a person means one has to follow the Bhakti Marga. So for Bhakti Marga only, Adi Shankara composed so many slokas, and other great composers have done so many slokas, kirtanas like Tyagaraja, Dikshadhar and everybody. They all did lot of kirtanas and so many slokas, so many, even in Tamil literature, Malayalam literature, Kannada literature, Telugu literature, you name it. And in, of course, in Marathi, so many bhaktas were there in Pandharpur and what we call the Pune area and Bombay area. So from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, the Bhakti movement was celebrated in a great way. And take the Tamil literature, our little Thiringana Samandar, who was 3 years old, composed on Shiva in Tamil literature, Tamil Bhasha. So in every language of India, and not to exaggerate, there will be some Bhakti Gita, Bhakti Samgita. So those who cannot have time to sit and chant all the slokas or anything, even to sing along with the bhajanam, like the Nama Sankirtanam and bhajanam, that is the only way to get away from this Kali Yuga, like the atrocities of Kali Yuga. So that's how we are given these slokas. So I request all of you to mute the phone so that you can hear my voice clearly. If you turn on the phone, the voice will get diffused. So please mute your phone, because even the recording should come clearly. That's why I'm aiming to be very. So we will start with Prathama Skandha Paricheda. Prathama Skandha refers to Bhagavata Skandham. For every Bhagavata Skandham, or one or two Skandhas are compressed in one Dashakam of Narayaniam. So Prathama Skandha of Bhagavatam is devoted to the Prathama Dashakam of our Narayaniam. The very first Dashakam describes nothing but Srimad Sri Bhagavan Mahimanu Varnana. Okay, Bhagima, the greatness of our little Krishna is talked about in this first Dashakam. So it is the first Dashakam which talks about the greatness of that little Krishna. The little Krishna, adorable Krishna, however you want to call him. Now but there are so many composers have described his beauty. Okay, Paul Vadiyum Mugam and so many good things, good kirtanas are there. So you can start listening to them, and this is the stepping stone for us to know the essence of at least the Bhagavatam, how it will be. One day we will get time for us to read the 40,000 slokas of Bhagavatam. But right now, in this what we call technological era, we will at least learn to recite the 40,000 10,000 slokas in the name of Narayana. The Prathamam Dashakam, the first Dashaka, talks about the greatness I told you. Prathamam Dashakam, Sri Bhagavan Mahimanu Varnanam. Varnanam, description of the greatness of the little Lord. Okay, Bhagavan, the word Bhagavan itself describes that he has 6 Kalyana Gunas. He should be able to give the boon and operate it, not giving the boon alone. He should be able to operate it. And then he should have the Aishwaryam, he should have Dhairyam, Dhiram, compassion. Those are the main 6 qualities which are described as the Bhagavan. Divinity means, how do you describe divinity? He should be able to create something and destroy something. We can do only one thing. We can do the destruction very well, and then we cannot create even a single ant, okay, even a single blade of grass. So one who can do the creation and destruction, and then give the compassion and anugraha for the people, and show his Aishwaryam, but he will do the anugraham. And so these are the Kalyana Gunas. So we will, please mute your phone. I am getting too much of static. I cannot even talk. Dhanyavad. Please mute your phones, please. Okay. The first sloka I am going to read, and then today my little student Suhani is there to repeat the words, and she will repeat the words 2 times, and all others have to mute the phone so that we can listen to the words clearly, and you can all repeat 2 times there. Probably if she is not available some days, I am going to ask somebody else to repeat after me. So please be prepared. So today Suhani, my young student who is on Skype today, she will be repeating, the slokas words, and we will go with the words and concise meaning of each sloka because word by word meaning we did already 2.5 years it took, more than 2 years it took. So because of the time constraint, we are going to do only the slokas with a short meaning of the entire sloka. Okay? Please mute your phones. Okay, the first sloka. I'm going to read once and I'll give the splittings of the words so that Suhani can repeat clearly. Okay? Sandhranandavabodhatmakam anupamitam kaladeshavadibhyam निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्तभाग्यं जनानाम्. So Bhattacharya says, what a great fortune for these people who are doting on this Pratyaksha Devata Krishna. Okay, he is always, nobody can control, catch him up. Because nirmuktam, nobody can control him or catch him. And then every nigama, every Veda text is extolling his greatness. And then, but here, just by looking at this little Krishna, you are given all the Purusharthas, Dharmartha, Kama, Moksha. All the Purusharthas are given. So please get away from this Maya. Okay? Maya means whatever we see outside is my Jagan Mithya. That's a Upanishad Vakyam. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Of course, this Mithya is also created by God. We have to admire and be grateful to the nature. How the nature is giving us all kinds of energy, good energy, Surya, Chandra, Nakshatrani, everything. But these are all Maya. And then when you look at this little Krishna, people completely forget about their Laukika life, Jivan. Laukika Jivana means the day-to-day mundane and material life. So this is Hanta Bhagyam Jananam, he says, is this not the great fortune of these human beings? Only human beings who are given the sixth sense can admire, extol, adore, and then make yourself, your Krishna as your own little grandson or a son. However you want to treat him, you can treat and then show your bhakti to him. That is the greatness given to the human beings, because we are going to talk, see about even the animals who are devoted to Guru Ayurappan. Okay, so in the oncoming classes we will talk about those things. He says only Jananam, not only the people, even the animals have been blessed by this little Krishna. Okay, so I'm going to read each and every word slowly and Suhani will be repeating it 2 times. Please you all repeat in your mind or loudly because you are on mute. So practice the words clearly. Sandranandava Bodhatmakam Anupamitam Kaladeshavadibhyam Nirmuktam Nityamuktam Nigamasata Sahasrena Nigamashata Sahasrena Nirbhasyamanam Nirbhasyamanam Aspashtam Drishtamatre पुनरुरु पुरुषार्थात्मकम्
पुनरुरु पुरुषार्थात्मकम् पुनरुरु पुरुषार्थात्मकम्
ब्रह्मतत्त्वम्
ब्रह्मतत्त्वम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वम्
तत्तावद्भाति
तत्तावद्भाति तत्तावद्भाति
साक्षात्
साक्षात् साक्षात्
गुरुपवनपुरे
गुरुपवनपुरे
हन्तभाग्यम्
अन्तभाग्यम्
जनानाम्
जनानाम्
Okay, Suhani has done her 720 slokas of Bhagavad Gita through the Datta Yogam, Datta Peetham, and she was asked to come to Dallas and then reside there with the other students. So that's why I chose her so that she can repeat after me, and whenever she is available, she'll come to the class, and then she wants to learn also. So that's why she is here to repeat after me today. So I'm going to read the sloka very slowly. Please listen to, go with the words when I'm reading. Then we have to go to the next sloka. Sandranandava bodhatmakam anupamitam kaladeshavadibhyam nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamashata sahasrena nirbhasyamanam अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्तभाग्यं जनानाम्. The next sloka I am going to read, and then I will make Suhani repeat the words. एवं दुर्लभ्य वस्तुन्यपि सुलभतया हस्तलब्धे यदन्यत् तन्वा वाचा धिया वा भजति भतजनक्षुद्रतैव स्फुटेयम् एते तावद्वयं तु स्थिरतरमनसा विश्वपीडापहत्यै निःशेषात्मानं येनं गुरुपवनपुराधीशं evam ashrayamaha. So in the second sloka, Bhattatri says durlabhya vastu. This vastu, this Krishna is not easily attainable, but he is coming to our hand. It is a great punyam of these people that he is readily available in the temple in the form of little murti, and then if they are trying to use their shariram, vak and manas, that is trikarana shuddhi, with that any other god, if they want to do it, they can do it. But when the Krishna is available right in front of you, why do you want to run to the other god? That's what he is asking the question. Okay, and then we were saying that when we want to get rid of all our Vishwa Pida Pahatye, okay, that's a very beautiful word. It is very befitting at this time. Vishwa Pida, the affliction which is going through the entire universe now. Apahatye. In order to remove that Pida, we have started today, hopefully, this whatever is afflicting us, I don't want to even say the name, because the more we do the Japanama, that virus will get more viryam. So I don't even tell the word at all. So the Dushakti which is afflicting all of us, it will run away when we all pray together with Manasa Vacha Sharirena. Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva. That's the same thing. Kaya is a Shariram, Tanva, Vacha by the words, and then by Manasa. If we pray to this Krishna, okay, the entire world will enjoy this what we call the Subhiksham, or the prosperity, or the Anugraham, what Bhagavan is ready to give. So in that way, we have to pray to this little Krishna. So Vishwa Pida Bhagati, we will pray together to this little Krishna to make this virus run away from us. Now repeating the words, Suhani will do 2 times. एवं दुर्लभ्य वस्तुन्यपि
एवं दुर्लभ्य
एवं
दुर्लभ्य वस्तुन्यपि
सुलभतया
सुलभतया
हस्तलब्धे
हस्तलब्धे
यदन्यत्
यदन्यत्
तन्वा वाचा धिया वा
तन्वा वाचा
भजति बत भजति भज जनः क्षुद्रतैव स्फुटेयं एते तावद्वयं तु स्थिरतरमनसा विश्वपीडापहत्यै निःशेषात्मानमेनं गुरुपवनपुराधीशम् एवम् आश्रयामः गुरुपवनपुराधीशमेव आश्रयामः. Okay, I am going to read the sloka slowly, so please follow it. Evam durlabhya vastunyapi sulabhataya hastalabdhe yadanyat tanva vacha dhiyava bhajati bhata janaha kshudrathaiva स्फुटेयं येते तावद्वयं तु स्थिरतरमनसा विश्वपीडापहत्यै निःशेषात्मानमेनं गुरुपवनपुराधीशम् एव आश्रयामः. So, nisseshatmanam, completely to get rid of this Vishwapida, we are taking refuge in the little feet of the little Krishna. Okay, the third sloka talks. Sattvam yattat parabhyam aparikalanato nirmalam tena tavat bhutendriyairste vapuriti bahusha shruyate vyasavakyam tat swachhatvat achadadita parasuka chidgarbha nirbhasa rupam tasmin dhanya ramante shruti mati madhure sugrahe vigrahe te. So he says like the sattva guna, the predominantly sattva guna, wherever it is possible, means it is inside the bhutaihi, bhutendriyahi, in all the shariram. Okay, the Vyasa always talks about the nirmalam, wherever the purity exists in the form of Bhagavan. Okay, because there is no rajoguna affliction to him. He is a sattva murti all the time. Parabhyam, the word parabhyam refers to rajo and tamo guna. Those two gunas will not afflict this sattva murti. And then this is the sattva murti which is bhutaihi bhutendrihi. Even for all the bhutas and bhutendriyas, he is the adhara. Okay, and then that's how he has created the replica of the human beings using his own body. And then this is the Veda Vakyam. And in all the Bahushaha Shruyate, in all the Puranas, we keep listening to it. And this Achadita Parasuka Chit Garbha Nirbhasa Rupam. It is the quintessence of both Jnana and Paramananda. And it's also Leela Vigraha. Leela Vigraha means it's also like the playful Krishna, little playful Krishna. It's a very easily you can Because even to see the Devi is another way of worship, because we adore her as our Jagan Mata. Okay, but Shiva and all will have take a step back. Oh, he is doing his what we call the meditation, so we cannot approach him. But little Krishna, you can approach him anytime. Okay, so there is a Leela Vigraha, he is. And then it is always Shruti Mati Madhuri. It appeals to our buddhi, and it appeals to our hearing. Whatever we listen, the bhajanam about Krishna and the Harinama, Vittalanama, we feel connected to that quickly, and it appeals to our mind than sitting and doing the parayanam of all these books, which are meant only for the what we call the retirement age, as we think. Shruti Mati Madhure, Sugrahe, Vigrahe. Where is that Vigraha? Right in front of you in the form of little Krishna. And Sugraha, it is always an auspicious Graha. Graha here means which will always, it will attract us with it in no time. The moment you stand in front of any Krishna for that matter, any Krishna Vigraha or Krishna picture, we get attracted unknowingly. That is the name given by Gargacharya when he named the child Krishnaha, means one who attracts all of us. So that's how he has named Krishna. So Dhanyaha Ramante. In this little Leela Vigraha, the playful Krishna, and the one who is the quintessence of Paramananda and Jnana and also Prakasha, everything he is hiding himself in the small Murti. People who are looking at him, they are all Ramante, they are all fortunate people who are enjoying this beauty of little Krishna. Okay, that is how it is replied. So I'm going to read the words and I will repeat 2 times. Otherwise, I think Suhani could not connect somehow at some reason, I don't know. Are you there?
Yes. Something didn't work with the connection.
Okay, no problem. Repeat through the phone itself, okay? Yeah. Sattvam yattat.
Sattvam yattat. Sattvam yattat.
Parabhyam.
Parabhyam.
Aparikalanato. Nirmalam. Tena tavat. Bhutaihi bhutendriyaiste. Vapuruti. Bahusha shruyate. Vyasavakyam. Tat swachhatvat. Achadita. Parasukha. Chidgarbha. Nirbhasarupam. Tasmin dhanya. Ramante. Shruti mati madhure. Sugrahe. Vigrahete. Okay. I'm going to read the sloka slowly. Please keep reading along with me in my unmute. Sattvam yattat parabhyam aparikalanato nirmalam tena tavat bhutair भूतेन्द्रियैस्ते वपुरिति बहुशः श्रूयते व्यासवाक्यं तत्स्वच्छत्वात् आच्छादित परसुख चिद्गर्भ निर्भासरूपं तस्मिन् धन्या रमन्ते श्रुतिमतिमधुरे सुग्रहे विग्रहे ते. Sloka number 4. I'm going to read it first and then give the gist and then Suhani will repeat. Nishkampe Nityapurne Niravadhi Paramananda Piyusha Rupe Nirlena Aneka Muktavali Subhagatame Nirmala Brahma Sindhau Kallolasa Tulyam Kalu Vimalataram Satvamahus Tadatma Kasman no Nishkalastvam Sakala iti Vachaha Tvat Kalasveva Bhuman. Okay. So Bhattatri is appealing to Bhagavan, hey Bhuman, hey Parapurna Swarupi Krishna, you are the one who is called Sakala. Sakalaha means you are the one who possesses all the good qualities, the Shreshtatama qualities, the best qualities. And then of course you will show the other side also of your gunas if a person tries to play with you. That should also be in that Swarupa. He will give chances for the devotee bhakta to turn around and then be a good person, understand the Sakshi Bhutam which is sitting inside the Atma and then watching everything. Still, if he is not going to listen to his own intuition, or the Sakshi Bhuta Bhagavan who is sitting, then he will have to teach him a lesson. So for that also he will be prepared. So you are the one Nitya Purnam, ever fulfilling, and Nishkampa, there is no Vikara, there is no unshakable Murti, and Nitya Purnam, always ever filled up. And then Niravadi Paramananda. Niravadi means there is no endless Paramananda, what we call the possession of the eternal blisses, there is no end to it. He can keep on giving to the right person. Piyusha Rupe, and then that is the Amrita Swarupa, what you are standing in front of us. And this, so many of your devotees are completely drawn towards you. Aneka, okay, Nirlina Aneka Muktaha. Bali Subhaga, Muktavali Subhagatame, it's like a big haram. Okay, all those bhaktas have become muktas. Muktas means they like a pearl and you are wearing it on your body, means those are all your great devotees. Okay, that to that extent they are all attracted towards you, and you are in that Nirmala Samudra, Brahma Samudra, the main Sattva Guna Swarupa, Vimalataram Sattvam, okay, Kallolam Ullasa Tulyam, with the huge waves which are disturbing the Samudra, but still this Sattva Guna Swarupa is always there. So you are called the Nishkala. Nishkala means Sarvavyapi, Paripurna Swarupi, Amrita Swarupam, and you are the one who is befittingly called Sakalaha. Sakalaha means in all the different aspects, all the avatars what you have taken and all the bhaktas you have blessed, there is no distinction between a poor person or a rich person or a person according to our the Alpa Buddhi. We have created all this Varna, Ashrama, Dharma and all those things, and it is misinterpreted by the others, and we say the low born, high born, I don't know where is the definition in that. So but Bhagavan showed I can be with anyone. When you discard someone, I will be with him. In that way he has proved so many bhaktas stories. So that is your Nija Swarupa, Krishna. So people should understand that Swarupam is standing right in front of them. Okay, Suhani, ready? Nishkampe. Nitya Purne. Niravadhi Paramananda.
Niravadhi Paramananda. Niravadhi
पीयूषरूपे
पीयूषरूपे पीयूषरूपे
निर्लीनानेक
निर्लीनानेक निर्लीनानेक
मुक्तावली सुभगतमे
मुक्तावली सुभगतमे मुक्तावली सुभगतमे
निर्मल ब्रह्मसिन्धौ
निर्मल ब्रह्मसिद्धौ निर्मल ब्रह्मसिन्धौ
कल्लोल्लासतुल्यं
कल्लोल्लासतुल्यं कल्लोल्लासतुल्यं
खलु विमलतरं
खलु विमलतरं खलु विमलतरं
सत्त्वमाहुस्तदात्मा
सत्त्वमाहुस्तदात्मा सत्त्वमाहुस्तदात्मा
कस्मान्नो निष्कलस्त्वं
कस्मान्नो निष्कलत्वं
कस्मान्नो निष्कलस्त्वं
कस्मान्नो निष्कलत्वं
That kasman is a sa. Kasmanno
कस्मान्नो निष्कलत्वं
sakala iti
सकल इति
vachastvat
वचस्त्व
kalasveva bhuman
कलास्वेव भूमन् कलासेव भूमन्
Okay, I am going to read the sloka. Please go with the words. Nishkampe Nityapurne Niravadhi Paramananda Piyusha Rupe Nirlinaneka Muktavali Subhagatame Nirmala Brahmasindhau Kallollasa-tulyam Khalu Vimalataram Sattwamahusthadatma Kasmando Nishkalastvam Sakalaiti Vachastvat Kalasveva Bhuman. Sloka number 5. Nirvyaparopi Nishkaranam Aja Bhajase Yat Kriyam Ikshanakyam Tenaivadaiti Lina Prakritir Asati Kalpa Api Kalpadi Kale Tasyaha Samshuddham Amsham Kamapi Tamati Rodhayakam Sattvarupam Sa Tvam Dhrutva Dadhasi Swa Mahima Vibhava Kuntha Vaikuntha Rupam. Okay. So, Aja is a word addressed to Bhagavan, one who does not have a birth. Okay. That is, he will not do any action. He was completely nirvyaparaha. He does need not do anything. He need not do anything. But the Maya will try to go and hit him, so that but that also is done by Bhagavan only. But Nishkaranam, for no reason, okay, Ikshanakyam, this Maya comes and hits Bhagavan, the Prakriti, and then the nature, everything, the creation of the world has to take place at the end of every yuga. So for that reason, he will activate this Maya, and then everything is completely going inside you. At the end of the Pralaya, everything is completely going inside you, and then when you want to activate, you will activate, and then it will come back. Okay. So the Maya in the beginning of the Srishti, what it does, it will have like a Shakti which comprises of your own Shakti in the beginning. Okay. So that kind of Maya only he will allow to create the Jagat. But after that, one after the Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna, everything, those gunas which are all created by you will come and afflict this Maya, and then even you are mingled in each and every thing which is available in the world. That's what it says. Okay, sattva roopam tasyaha. In this Maya Swarupam, okay, nobody can understand where you are present. That's why when Prahlada asked, when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlada, where is your Hari? He said, he might be in this pillar or even a small speck of dirt. In anywhere he should be present. Okay, so Hiranyakashipu did not have the time to go and look at the small speck of a dirt. What he could see, the stamba, that is the pillar. So immediately he blew the pillar only. So in that way, in everywhere you are present. And that is the Dritva Rupam. That is the Leela Vigraha Rupam. You are holding on in every speck of this world. People should understand that. People think it's Maya. It is Maya. But you are there. If they don't understand your presence in that, no, then it is their loss. So in that way he is describing, okay, there is the Srishti happens because you create this Maya, or you activate this Maya whenever you want to create this beautiful world. But if a person completely engrosses in the material outside what we call the projection, then he cannot do the inside introspection. He will be, of course, admiring nature is no doubt. Prakriti Upacharam, we do worship the Prakriti. Nature worship is very common in our Indian culture. We do Ashwatta Pradakshinam, we do a Nadi Upacharam, we do, and we give the Diya Ganga Arati, Yamuna Arati. It's becoming a famous feature nowadays. So it's all being done. We do the Prakriti Upacharam, but we should know what is outside is inside too, and we have to activate that Atman Swarupa. So in that way, that is the fifth sloka is described. Please mute your phones. I am going to read the word by word, so please, Suhani will repeat now. Nirvyaparopi Suhani, are you there? Nirvyaparopi Nishkaranam Aja Bhajaseyat Kriyam Ikshanakyam Tenai Vadaiti Tenai Vodaiti Tenai Vodaiti Leena Prakriti Asati Prakriti Rasati Kalpapi Kalpadi Kale Tasya Samshuddham Amsham Amsham Kamapi Tamati Rodhayakam Satvarupam Satvam Dhrutva Dadhasi Swamahima Vibhava Kuntha Vibhava Kuntha Vibhava Kuntha Swamahima Vibhava Kuntha Vaikuntarupam. Okay, I'm going to read the sloka. Nirvyaparopi nishkaranamaja bhajaseyat kriyamikshanakyam tenaivodaiti leena prakritirasati kalpapi kalpadikale tasya samshuddham amsham kamapi tamatirodhayakam satvarupam satvam dhrutva dadhasi swamahima vibhavakuntha vaikuntha rupam. I'm going to take some maybe 10-15 minutes more because we had some initial problems. So I will continue with the sloka number 6. Tatte pratyagra dhara dhara lalita kalayavali kelikaram lavanyasyaika saram Sukruti Jana Trisham Purna Punyavataram Lakshmi Nishanka Leela Nilayanam Amritasyandam Sandoha Mantaha Sanchintakanam Vapuranukalaya Maruta Gharanatha. Again, beautiful description by Bhattatri, and his words are choice of words are amazing. And also he employs different kinds of meter. It's not in one chandas. Each dashakam will vary in his chandas. You can see the length of the poem. It's not like our Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama. I mean, Soundarya Nagari uses Shikarini, but he uses different other things are all used here. So it is always a pleasure to go through Bhattatri's words. So we will see what he has to say in sloka number 6. Kripaya, please mute the phone. Tatte pratyagra dhara lalita. Okay, it is, you look like a kalayavali kelikaram. How do you look like? You look like a moisture laden megha. Pratyagra dhara dhara lalita, and you look very sweet, very delicate, very smooth. Kalayavali, the blue-black flower, which is playing in your body. That is your complexion. So you look like the megha, which is moisture laden, and also the kalayavali is a pushpa, which is blue-black in color, and your body complexion is like that. And then lavanyasya ekasaram. You are the complete quintessence of the entire beauty. The beauty has a definition, means people have to look at you. So you are the quintessence of, and it is all made in one, beauty made into one Swarupa, that is the little Krishna. Lavanyasya ekasaram. The quintessence of beauty is in you. And then Sukriti Jana Sadrisha. And people who have done Sukriti, good karma in their births, they will be able to look at you with their naked eyes. Okay? And then Purna Punyavataram. They will be able to look at your Purnavataram, Punyavataram, what you have taken in this world. And then what is the speciality about you? Lakshmi Nishanka Leela Nilayanam. Lakshmi Devi lives in you without any doubt. She feels very comfortable and very secured, and both of you together do all the leelas together. So she also feels very comfortable to stay with you. And then what is the next quality? Whoever thinks of you, Krishna, Sanche, Satche, Sachin, and Sanchintakanam Anta. Chintakanam, those who think about you, Sanchinta means totally engrossed in your beauty and your Mahima. You will produce the dhara of the Sinchat. Sinchat means you will produce the dhara of their bhakti. And that is that kind of body, that is Vapuhu. Vapuhu means that kind of shariram which is present in front of you. I am always Anukalaye. I am incessantly, without any break, I think of you all the time. In the Kali Yuga, as we all know, Kalau Nama Sankirtanam. Okay, Hare Namaiva Namam Bhaja Mama Jivanam. Kalau Nasti Eva Gati Anyata. There is no other Gati, there is no other Marga other than chanting the Harinama. Okay, that is the only thing which will take us to the other side of the ocean of this, what we call the samsara, which is always binding us with so many things. We can get relief, but we have to have the relief means it's not that immediately getting out of the house and then releasing. We have to do our duty, responsibility, everything goes along with it. But the Shakti, the Dhairyam, the energy, that is given by this Lord. So we will praise, we will sing the praise of this little Krishna and enjoy his beauty in any form, whatever. Like same thought was reflected by Bharatiyar in his Tamil poem. Kakai Chiraginile Nandalala. உன் கரிய நிறம் தோன்றுதடா பார்க்கும் மரங்கள் எல்லாம் நந்தலால உன் பச்சை நிறம் தோன்றுதடா நந்தலா. So all these poets have the same idea, but they depict it in a different way. So it is the beauty you have to admire. Wherever you see, you can see Krishna and enjoy his beauty. And so Maruta Garanatha, hey Guruvayurappa, who is living in the Maruta Gara. Maruta is another name for Vayu. Agaranatha. Agara is a word for Guru. So Maruta Agaranatha, you are present in Guruvayur, in the small Krishna, with the blue complexion, black complexion. However you see, you admire him, and he is only the Sukruti Drisha. He can be available, he can be perceived, or have the darshan of the what if we have done good karma in our births. So that is how I had little karma, good karma, that's why I'm sitting in front of you and admiring your beauty every day. That's how Bhattatri says. So now Suhani will repeat the words. Suhani, are you there? Tatte Tatte Pratyagradhara Pratyagradhara Dhara Lalita Kalayavali Kelikaram Lavanyasyaikasaram Sukriti Janadrisham Purna Punyavataram Lakshmi Nishanka Leela Nilayanam Amritasyanda Sandohamantaha Sinchat Sanchintakanam Vapuranukalaye Maruta Garanatha. Okay, so I'm going to read this sloka word by word. Please repeat after me. Tatte Pratyagra Dharadhara Lalita Kalayavali Kelikaram Lavanyaisyekasaram Sukriti Jana Drisham Purna Punyavataram Lakshmi Nishanka Leela Nilayanam Amritasyanda Sandohamantaha Sinchat Sanchintakanam Vapuranukalaye Maruta Garanatha. So because of the introduction and all, we could do only 6 slokas today. We will try to finish as much as we can. in the next coming classes. We will recite the Guruvata Purisa Panchakakyam composed by Anantaram Dikshidhar. I will say the words, you can all repeat in your mind, and eventually I will send the copy in the WhatsApp group and you can start practicing. Kalyana Rupaya Kalau Jananam Kalyana Dhatre Karuna Sudabdhe Kamvadi Divyayudha Satkaraya Bhatalayadhisha Namo Namaste Narayana 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 Narayana. This is the first sloka. We will recite one sloka per class, and then we will continue to recite the slokas repeatedly so that you can all memorize, and at least chanting the Shodasha Nama, Narayana Nama itself will give us all the strength, whatever we need to perform in the coming weeks and coming days. So I'll conclude the class with Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Namaste Sumadhyanam Sarvebhyaha. Sorry about that connection was not good today, but at least we will come on the phone and then we will do the chanting of this Narayaniyam. I'll try to finish as much as I can in each class so that you can start practicing, and your YouTube link will be made ready by my husband Mani, and then he will send it to you all in your Gmail. See, please provide your Gmail ID email so that I can send you the connection, because you can open the YouTube only with the Gmail ID. Okay, so I will see you all same time next week. If there is anything I could help or we could improve the class or anything, please write to me in the WhatsApp group. That will be helpful, and you will all get your the YouTube link. Please look at it and keep practicing. Hope this Guruvayurappan will help us to drive all negativity which is surrounding us and bring us all the good health and good vibes. Namaste.
Namaste, Madam.
Namaste.
Thank you, Mommy.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.